CTV family. Catch us live on your TV.
I really did find your story very inspiring. So I wanted you to share it with the viewers for those who are not familiar with who you are.
Okay. So my journey basically started around 2013 when I was in College of Cape Town, where I did my N6. And to qualify to finish my N6, I had to do an apprentice to get the diploma. So I got into CETA, where I was sponsored through CETA, and I did my training at the college, and we were then placed at a job placement. And I went to a company that is quite a well-established company. Although I was the first female for them to take on in the plumbing industry, and it was something that was new for them. Firstly, it was I didn't have facilities to change, which was a very awkward situation for a while. But the response that I started getting from the clients, because I was a female and they felt that I knew what I was doing and they put me in a safe space and I'm in their premises, I started getting a lot of clientele that started calling in order to get me as their plumber that attends to them. So once I started, after 6 months, and I got a promotion to become a team leader. And as I was a team leader, I then started to have, we have basically we have to make a certain amount of money for the company on a monthly basis. And I started making sales. As the time was going, my contract wasn't initially with as a team leader, and I was still getting paid the same amount as an old apprentice. So, but I was yet bringing a lot of work to the company, and I could see the way marketing work starting to increase as well, payments wise. So when that happened, I I found out, obviously through socializing with my fellow employees, and I then realized that I'm getting paid way less than what I should have been paid. And I took this up with my employer at the time, and the employer said, well, they can't really do much about it, but they'll consider it. I'll be on probation for 6 months, and I started, and then after 6 months, I'll be getting a pay as a plumber. And I worked as the plumber until 6 months, and when I got back to them, they then said, no, we are not able to give you the salary amount yet, because they basically didn't feel like they fit me in the budget yet.
Wow.
So I eventually resigned, and on my resignation, about a week later, I got a call back from my the CEO of the company, had a meeting with me and asked me to please reconsider, and I got the pay that I was supposed to get. The payment was, but I mean, my salary was still below what my male
Counterparts, yeah. That's why I found the story interesting in itself, is that they didn't see your value, yet you're putting twice as much work as your male counterparts, yet they were paid more, and then you had to move to another company and just experience the same thing. That's why you ended up actually starting your own thing. Let's talk about your company, Loza, Plumbing and Maintenance.
Yes. So eventually, when I started my company, and I had my own clientele as well, so a lot of clients who came to the company because of me basically left with me.
Wow.
And I started my business, and I started out of nothing. I didn't save up to start the business. So when I calculated what I needed to have a business that is stable and to have at least the basic tools that I need to run plumbing services, I realized that I don't have the money. So my mother was a mentor of mine because I grew up in a business, a family business from the age of 12. And she knows business. She's like nobody's business. And she basically mentored me through it all and introduced me to someone who she felt will be the one who will be interested to invest in my company. So I sat at Spur in town, actually, at Cape Town, and I pitched to this man with handwritten notes, and he was just taken away the minute I spoke about females in plumbing, and it was just a done deal for him. And I got my first investor in the company, which is Loza's Plumbing and Maintenance. And I've been running my company now for 3 years. It's going to 3 years, and it's slowly growing. So the whole base of the company is to train the women and to get them to be certified plumbers and to work through the company so that we can continue with the women empowerment in the company, as well as I'm getting a lot of great feedback because of the fact that I'm a female in this industry, and a lot of clients of mine, they feel comfortable. Some of them, they even leave the keys with me and they come back to check and make payments because they feel that it's safer for them because we are females. And
That's such an amazing story, Lolwethu.
They know that sorry.
Sorry, it's such an amazing story that you had experienced all of these things with your previous employers, that you started your own thing, and I see that you're wearing the uniform right on the screen, and I see is that a flyer right next to you for the company?
Yes, so this is my flyer with that I normally drop at doors of all my neighbors around Western Cape. Wherever I go, I'm dropping it off, and I use that as my main tool to basically get the awareness of the company being there. And this is our pink overalls to just show our women empowerment, and that's the company.
I really love your work and the thing that you stand for. And now, what are your plans for your company now, Loza, going forward? And the people that want to work with you, where can they book you?
Okay, so people can always get to me via email at lozasplumbing@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook as well, Loza's Plumbing and Maintenance. So the plan of the company is I want to recruit more women, and I'm busy getting certification to be able to have a training center so that we can have regular trainings and they can partake into the same journey that I went through and have the exposure, and as well as get the salary that they should be getting while going through this process.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lolwethu. I really, really do love your story, and I hope that we're gonna have you back in studio sometime again to find out where the business has grown, and I'm hoping that we'll employ more women and then pay them what they deserve. That was Lolwethu with Loza's Plumbing and Maintenance. Such a beautiful story. Women are often taken for granted at workplaces, and then she ventured into doing her own thing. And I hope you guys are inspired as well. Do not give up. Keep pushing. EKSE will be back in the World Cave.
CTV family, catch us live on your TV screens.